Hello everyone, it's thomasjujube, and today I'm finally going to be talking about Transformers Bumblebee. I've been leading up to this review for a little over a month now by taking a look at all the previous Transformers movies and giving my thoughts on each of them. If you haven't seen any of those yet, I recommend you do by checking out the playlist. Also, I just want to warn you that this video is going to be spoiler filled with everything about Transformers Bumblebee. If you want my spoiler free take on the movie, here it is. Alright, so I'm going to change things up just a bit, and I'm going to start with the movie's negatives. My biggest negative is that Shatter and Dropkick die a little weird and a little too easily. Dropkick dies from just getting chains trapped in his gears, and he just explodes from that. And Shatter dies from being slammed into a wall by a trash boat, which is kind of, I don't know, I don't feel like Decepticons would get killed by stuff that weird. And the story feels a bit like it was taken from the Iron Giant, especially with Bumblebee's weird kill mode thing towards the end, which we never really had any precedent for throughout the rest of the movie. It just kind of came out of nowhere because, I don't know, Iron Giant. Another complaint is the passage of time from the Cybertron fight to the Bumblebee fight to then Charlie is a bit unclear. I guess maybe like, I don't know, like 20 years, 10 years. There was a decent amount of time from Cybertron to Bumblebee arriving on Earth, and I guess 6 months from Bumblebee going offline to Charlie, but it's a little unclear between Cybertron to the Bumblebee fight. I wish maybe if a little things were just kind of like another little thing at the bottom, like 6 months later, 20 years later, that would have been nice, but that's a small complaint. And last complaint, yes, is the Cybertron scenes were too awesome and made me want more. Now, okay, I'm done talking negative about this movie. While we're talking about the Cybertron fight is, oh my god, the Cybertron fight is beautiful. It's like, Travis and I heard, yo, so we heard you wanted fan service and you hate the Bay designs and you wanted something more G1. Here you go. We have literally Ratchet, I'm sure Ironhide, we have Brawn of all characters, we have Wheeljack, we have like the main cast of Transformers Generation 1 brought back in their original designs. We have a Seeker army that's just crazy. We have Optimus Prime tearing through all of them in his amazing G1 design. I love that design so much, and he's just smashing through all these Seekers and it looks so cool. And then we have Soundwave and Shockwave. Obviously we've seen them before and they look just like their G1 selves. And I was like, oh my god, Soundwave. And then, oh man, if that wasn't enough, Soundwave has his original G1 voice. It's not Frank Welker, I believe, but come on, it sounds identical. Like, he even says, like, Ravage, Eject. He sounds exactly the same. And then Shockwave sounded the same too, with his weird, like, little voice. I can't do the voice, but they sound identical to G1. And I was just like, oh my god, I'm watching G1 the movie. I came to see Bumblebee. It was just so amazing. I'm not a G1 purist because I grew up with the movies, so I'm okay with stuff not being G1, but I am a G1 fan. So seeing this amazing return to that time was just amazing. And at this point, I'm not even angry about Blitzwing looking like Starscream now, because in the beginning he just died. He only served the purpose of just dying and taking out Bumblebee's voice. So personally, I'm happy it's Blitzwing, because just imagine how angry people would be if that was really Starscream. Then we have little small attentions to detail in the movie. Like, for example, in every continuity of Transformers, I'm a little annoyed when Transformers just have the same base robot design from Cybertron to Earth forms. It's a little strange, but I mean, I can let it slide. This movie actually pays attention to that. We see Bumblebee go from a Cybertron form to a Jeep form to a Beetle form and then to his Camaro form, and he changes to that robot mode every time he transforms. And then we have little stuff like Shatter and Dropkick scan the cars, and they're just a car. They just have car parts on them. And then they scan the jet and helicopter, and then when they transform after that, jet and helicopter parts sprout up into robot mode. That's just such a small thing, and I saw that in the theater and just went, oh my god, attention to detail much? Wow, this is amazing. Just a weird thing that I'd take a notice to that I really liked. So now let's take a bit of a turn away from the robot stuff, because I could honestly talk about the little details and the Cybertron stuff all day. And now let's talk about the humans, because this is a Transformers movie, so we have to have humans in, of course. I don't know why. but they actually make you care about the humans now in this movie. Charlie is a great new human protagonist. She functions as Sam and Cade did in their introduction movies, in that she gives us a sense of wonder with the Transformers. But she's actually a smart, clever, and not very annoying protagonist. And I like her interactions with Memo, who I think we can all relate to. The two of them even subvert the genre at the end, and they don't like kiss and become all lovey-lovey at the end. There's like, I don't know, room for growth there if they ever choose to return to these characters, which I don't think they will, sadly, because I do like this cast here. Agent Burns is nice as our focus on the human villains, but it's mostly just due to John Cena's hilarious nature and charisma because he's a meme. So insert meme here. Yep, I don't know if I'll do that because I kind of overuse that. All of our main characters also have character development. Yes, character development in a Transformers movie. When was the last time you could say that? Bumblebee finds his voice through the radio because of Charlie, and he also learns to have more confidence. And Charlie learns that she doesn't have to rush to leave and become independent, and instead she learns that she should stay with her family and let go of the past a bit. And Agent Burns even learns that not all the robots are evil. Cool little lessons for each of our main characters that I think works to really elevate the movie. Just another small thing I want to point out is there's a lot of little references in here. Obviously, Sector 7 is a bit of a big reference in the movieverse, along with the Camaro form. And we also have Agent Simmons making a cameo, not the same actor, but it is Agent Simmons. And we also have the touch plane, which is really cool, obviously reference to the original G1. This whole Cybertron fight is a reference to the original G1. Again, I could just talk about that fight all day. I'll work my way back to that no matter what, trust me. And the last big positive I want to talk about with the movie is the ending, where we see Charlie say goodbye to Bumblebee. It's a bit of a sad moment, and then he scans a Camaro and proceeds to turn into a Camaro. Part of me was thinking, no, it's a prequel, not a prequel, because if you didn't know already, I didn't want the movie to be a prequel, so it was a bit disappointing to see it was going to become a prequel because it was such an amazing movie by that point. I didn't really want it to fit in with the other messed up continuity of the Bayverse movies. But then we see Camaro Bumblebee drive off into the sunset, and who pulls up and drives right along with him? A 100% ripped out of the original cartoon G1 Optimus Prime, complete with his trailer, his all red truck cab. I don't even know if he had blue on the back. I was smiling so hard I think my face fell off. Like, oh, this is so beautiful. And then we are given a small scene with Optimus speaking to Bumblebee and telling him that he has saved her species, as they look up and see more Autobots arriving to Earth. And with that, they ended the speculation, and Bumblebee was confirmed a soft reboot for the movie franchise, meaning at this point Hasbro can do whatever they want again, and hopefully do not repeat their mistakes. Please, Hasbro, don't do it, alright? Don't repeat your mistakes. With that, those are all my thoughts on Transformers Bumblebee. I don't think any of you will be surprised to see that I firmly placed the movie at the #1 spot. This is the first Transformers movie that really feels like it focuses on the Transformers, and it also makes the humans enjoyable and likable enough that when we are focused on them, it's still an enjoyable movie. I could simply be holding the movie in high regard because it just came out, but obviously I'm not alone in thinking it's good, as other sites and fans essentially prove it's an objectively good movie and an amazing Transformers movie. I look forward to seeing it many more times in the future, much more than all of the other Transformers movies, honestly. Even Age of Extinction. I'm sorry, Age of Extinction, but you've been dethroned. I hope that Hasbro and Paramount will be able to capitalize and expand on Bumblebee's success as a story, and I hope it succeeds financially because we need more Transformers movies and more Transformers content in general, honestly, that is like this. Let me know what you thought of Transformers Bumblebee down in the comments, or you can tweet at me or chat about it on my Discord server. Also, remember to leave your questions for me to answer in 2019 by leaving a comment with hashtag #Jujube2019 in it. Today also happens to be Christmas Eve, so I hope you have a Merry Christmas or whatever holiday you choose to celebrate. Along with that, please consider hitting that big fat subscribe button for more Transformers videos, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you for watching.